Alright guys, welcome to this new video called How to Start Approaching Women Today. And in this video, I'll show you how to start approaching women and how to get rid of all your fears when it comes to approaching women. So you want to watch this video until the end, because in the end, I'll also give you some bonus tips. And one of them is actually, I'm going to give you an evergreen opener that you can use with women. So let's dive into part one. Part one is about what's really holding you back. So let's talk about why you're not approaching women and why you're probably making excuses or you're probably not incorporating it as a habit. So the first reason why you're not approaching women currently is probably because you're worried that women will see you as a nuisance, right? Deep inside, you think that you're somewhat bothering them by approaching them. Rather than seeing the approach as giving her an opportunity to meet an awesome guy like yourself, well, you perceive approaching women as this creepy move, this weird thing that people do, and you kind of apprehend the consequences, right? So that's the first reason why. Maybe you think it's rude, maybe you think it's weird, but that's the first reason. Now, the second reason is that you subconsciously put them on a pedestal. You feel like because she's hot, she's getting hit on by so many guys that you don't stand a chance with her. You might feel like she's better than you in some ways, or that she won't be interested in a guy like yourself. Maybe you think she has a boyfriend already. You might be thinking like, oh, she's hot. I'm sure she'd only be interested in guys who are richer, who are taller, who are more handsome, who are more jacked than I do. Why would she pick me, right? And that's kind of a loser mentality, in my opinion. I mean, you need to be delusionally confident. You need to have this delusional confidence where, why the fuck not me? Okay, instead of thinking like, oh, why would she choose me? Start thinking, why the fuck not me? You know, I'm already good enough. I'm already working on myself. You need to feel like a G. You need to feel like you're a great guy already. And stop being you have to stop being a fucking mind reader. Like, you can never know how she feels about you until you go there and you approach. So go approach and see for yourself. Go see for yourself if she has a boyfriend. Go see for yourself if she likes you or not. But stop reading her mind in advance. Now, the third reason is you're afraid of judgment. You're afraid of rejection. You probably have low self-esteem in some way, and you're constantly preoccupied with what people think. And maybe you think you're the center of the universe or whatever, but whenever you approach a woman, you feel like everybody's looking at you or everybody cares. But let me tell you, nobody fucking cares. Everybody's so busy that nobody cares. And the girl is literally going to forget you after 2 minutes. So stop cock blocking yourself. Start marketing yourself. Start promoting yourself out there. Start putting yourself out there more. Okay? Either you take the risk or you lose the chance. And let me tell you something. Rejection is meaningless unless you attach meaning to it. It's not about rejection. It's not a rejection. It's just a lack of fitment in that moment in time. Okay, it doesn't matter. Now, the fourth reason why you're probably not approaching as well is you don't have a system. You don't know what you're doing. You simply don't know what to do and how to do it. And it's not necessarily your fault, because they don't teach you this in school, and your parents won't teach you this either. And very few men have mastered this skill set. But yeah, I mean, when you know what to do and how to do it with women, when you have the competence, well, you'll have more confidence in doing it. Right? So what I recommend is also leveling up in terms of competence. This is a skill you can master. This is a skill you can learn. And so you have to learn the proper systems. Now let's dive into part two, how to start taking action. So first, understand that when you see a beautiful woman and you don't approach her, you're simply weeding yourself out of the gene pool. It's just natural selection. You're deselecting yourself. You see what I mean? So you don't want to do that. Okay? Hot women know that men want to talk to them. And the men who do simply win, because women respect balls. Women respect guys who go for what they want. And so the only wrong way to play is not to play at all. Because most likely, if you do this enough, you're going to have a ton of girls who are going to be interested. You're going to have a ton of girls that, for the mere fact that you went out there and that you talked to them, they have this level of respect that makes them attracted to you. Even if you're not that handsome, even if you're not that cool, they still respect balls and they still appreciate that kind of attention. So put yourself out there more. You have to fuck your feelings. Do it anyway. You know, a lot of guys say, I feel anxious, I feel scared, I feel motivated. Feel. Fuck your feelings. You know, leave the feelings to the girls. As a man, you must act. Courage is simply doing things you were scared of doing, but you did it anyway. Okay, that's courage. And you have to stop watching porn. You have to stop, you have to start unfollowing all those Instagram booty models and all these TikTok girls, etc. Like, stop watching this kind of content, because this will make you a lot less timid around girls. If you stop watching porn, and if you go to the gym, and if you take care of yourself, and if you take care of your mental health, you're going to be a lot more confident, a lot more joyful, a lot more positive, a lot less timid. Okay, so that's a big part of it as well. Now, what I want you to do is, whenever you see a woman, I want you to take the straightest path to the girl. So when you approach a girl, don't zigzag your way into the girl. Don't try to hover around a bit before approaching. You want to open directly and with confidence. Open like you mean it. Okay, timing is very, very important. There's a famous quote by Yoda in Star Wars. I'm not a fan of Star Wars. I haven't watched Star Wars in years. But there's this quote, do or do not. There's no try. So really, like, either you do it or you don't. Don't half-ass it. Like, there's this 3-second rule that people talk about. And that's absolutely true. I mean, you want to approach her as soon as you see her. Maximum 3 seconds. Otherwise, you'll make excuses. And when she's walking, you only have a few seconds to make a move. Otherwise, she's just going to pass by you. So you want to take action immediately. Now, things to keep in mind. So first, you want to maintain eye contact. Okay, that's very important. You want to approach her from the front, not from behind. That's very important too. I see a lot of people, tapping her from the back or stuff like that. You don't want to do that. Okay, always smile as well when you approach. Always smile on the open. And assume interest, okay? Be positive. Be delusionally confident that everything is going to go well. And always assume attraction. Now, things to avoid at all costs. First, you want to avoid all those creepy, unsure movements, okay? For example, having some shaky eye contact, or, those type of fidgety moves, like touching your hair, your clothes all the time, It could be very subtle, but there's a ton of facial expressions that men make, or a ton of like minor, body language mistakes that men make that basically show creepiness, show neediness, show awkwardness, and you don't want to do these movements. Now, we can talk more about that in another video, but body language is very important, because it's not just about what you say, it's also about how you say it. So as I said, you don't want to approach her from behind. And don't talk too fast, and you don't want to talk also with a seeking rapport tonality, what I call the customer service tone. Like, don't talk to her as if you were like a customer service representative. Like, don't say, "Oh, hey Stacy, how's it going? Oh, how are you doing today?" You don't want to talk like that. You want to talk like you're talking to just a normal guy, a normal friend. Like, "Hey, how's it going? Hi, I'm Limo." See what I mean? It's not seeking rapport, it's breaking rapport. And we can talk about this more in depth in another body language video, as I said. But yeah, this is very important too to understand. And so next time you want to approach women, clear your head, stop focusing on what to say and on saying the perfect line. Just focus on saying hi. Okay. The reason why is that you cannot predict how she's going to react to you. You can only predict the action of actually approaching. You can't control if she's going to like you or not. You can't control if she has a boyfriend or not. You can't control if she had a bad day or not, right? The only thing you can control is moving your legs and saying hi. The rest is up to God. The rest is up to chance, okay? But one thing you want to be is you want to be direct and you want to be intentional. Because the reason why most men are awkward when they approach women is that they never show intent. They never say why they're there. They just beat around the bush, talk endlessly about some bullshit, and they're not direct. You see what I mean? You want to tell her why you're there. Telling her that you're there because she looks cute or she looks interesting is a lot better than just talking pointlessly and asking her a ton of interview type of questions and being indirect. Okay, you want to be direct. So remember this: if you're not direct and intentional in what you want, you'll probably be disappointed in what you get. And this is 100% true in life. You want to be direct. Now, here's a bonus for you. I want to give you some evergreen openers. So the first opener you can use is this one. hey, real quick, I just saw you, you looked interesting, and I had to come say hi. Okay, that's the first opener. Now, you don't need to say the real quick. You can just say, hey, what's up? I just saw you, you looked interesting, I had to come say hi. Okay, that's one evergreen opener. Another one that I like when I'm traveling especially is, hey, are you? And then I say the country that I think she's from. Okay, so, hey, are you Russian? Hey, are you Estonian? Hey, are you Latvian? Whatever country I'm in. Okay, hey, are you French? Whatever the country I'm in, I can just, use that as an opener, and then, that gets my foot in the door. So what I mean, so those are evergreen openers that you can use. Okay, hey, real quick, or hey, I just saw you, you looked interesting, I wanted to come say hi. And honestly, that's evergreen. You can't go wrong with this one. Okay, worst case, she's gonna say, oh, I'm not interested. Or worst case, she's gonna say, oh, thank you, but I have to go. Okay, that's the worst case. The best case is she's gonna stay there, she's gonna talk to you, and then you can grab her Instagram or her number. Okay, so very, very easy evergreen openers. Now, obviously, I can go a lot more in depth in this. Inside the Dating Accelerator mentoring, we spend more than 20 hours talking about this, talking about success with women, and giving you all the systems to get there. You can also get the course, but it's not as in depth as the mentoring, because in the mentoring, it's way more personalized. And so another thing you can join as well is the Circle membership. So the Circle is basically our Playboy network. We have dozens of guys all over the world, in Canada, in the US, in Europe, Africa, Asia. We have guys all over the world, and all we do all day is we talk about masculinity, we talk about business, we talk about dating, we talk about fitness. And it's a great networking opportunity if you want to network with other guys around the world and have your questions answered 24/7, then that's a great group. Now, you also have my bootcamp. If you want to join me in a live training, you can join me, and you have my exclusive books, Playboy Secrets and Instagram Secrets. So if you want to learn more, if you want to truly learn the proper systems, then check out those links inside the description, and I'll see you guys in the next video.